Time zones. Can you see my screen still?
Yes.
So you see what this is? ICT kill zone right here.
Yeah.
If you look for this on TradingView, what it's going to show you. Oh shit. Is that the right one? So this one right here, this is the London time zone. This is the
Okay.
New York time zone. But again, they're all over all sort of websites. Are like this is another one for you.
Hmm?
I'm just sorry, man. I'm texting. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually texting you on Instagram right now.
Yeah, I opened it. I can
Oh
see.
yeah, yeah. I'm giving you another one to go and to go and sort of align your time zone with when the volume comes into the market. You want to go on
Okay.
something called forexfactory.com, and that will you scroll down to the bottom until you see the sessions. They're called sessions, but this is a good one. This is a good indicator to have. I barely use it because I don't need it anymore because I kind of know when the volume comes into the market. But there's this one,
Hmm?
ICT kill zones, that gets you the London and the New York session. And this is the one I use for the Asian session.
Asian. Okay.
Yeah, this is
So
like
which one has more volume?
I mean, you can see from here, right?
Yeah.
Asian,
Because
not
the
so, not
Asian,
Asian, not so
not
much.
so.
London and New York is probably where you're going to get your volume coming into the market. Not every day, obviously. Like this is a good testament to show doesn't happen every day, but
Okay.
more often than not, you will get the volume in those London and New York sessions.
Okay. So I would I would go to TradingView and listen to all of this again and again, and I will try to backtest it, and I will also try to take an account on Forex.
Okay, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't have to necessarily trade like straight away and start putting money into the market, but if you just want to get yourself set up for the future, absolutely, I can
Hmm.
understand that. So yeah, but yeah, just
And
go on.
what do you say? How much capital should I start with?
I mean, are you a wealthy student or not like a typical student?
Like below the typical
Oh,
students,
yeah,
actually.
okay, man. Then don't risk anything that you can't afford to lose,
Yeah, I'm just because I lost my job like 3 months
right?
ago,
Okay,
and I'm literally running my life on my savings right now,
right.
and it's almost over. So, but I found a job at McDonald's, and I will soon go there, and I will save up some more money, and so that I can put it in this.
But yeah, man, for sure. Again, this is you're so young, man. This is and it's probably a bit of a tough ask for you to do something like this. But it's almost like in order to trade properly, you cannot worry about money, even if you have zero. When I listen, I quit my job. I had a pretty good job. Like I coach competitive soccer teams in California. Like it's a super cool
Oh,
job.
you
Super
play
super.
football?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
I don't
awesome.
play anymore. I don't play anymore. But I coach. I coach in California. And then when
Okay.
I worked at a club and I lost, I didn't lose my job. I kind of walked out on that place and I invested fully into trading at a point in my life where I needed to use it to make the rent. And I could not do that, bro. And it drove me insane. It put me into a freaking spiral. And I just like, even though that I did it, I cannot
Hmm?
at all. I can't recommend it. But I know in my life that it was valuable for me because it's like it gave me no choice but to figure it out.
I think I'm kind of in that situation now. I'm not trying to like explain everything, but yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, mate. And it's like it's one of those because everybody that I would listen to in the past, all of the influences that I had, would say to never, ever, ever do what I did, basically, which is do not quit your job, do not depend on trading to make your rent or whatever. Have a job, or learn how to trade, and then slowly transition out. That is absolutely like the way to do it. But the way that it worked for me, putting that pressure on myself made me
Hmm.
it gave me the gift, man. It made me get it. I had no choice. So
But not every people, I mean, get
listen,
through
man.
that.
Like you can imagine, right? You can very easily, mate. You can lose all your money, right? I don't know. I mean, again, it's like what happens if you lose all your money? It kind of just means that you can go back to a job. I can go back to a
Yeah,
job if I want to, but I gave myself no choice.
yeah, yeah. So it's like you have to win this.
Yes, for sure. But
There's no other
also, like
option.
I kind of did it. Geez, man, it's not 30. I'm not trying to just blurt out my whole life to you, right? But the idea was
But
because
it's good to hear this kind of stuff
for sure,
because
but yeah,
I'm
but
also
like
in that kind of position. So,
when I left my when I left my job, I still love it, dude. I mean, listen, I'm coaching football out in the sun every day.
Mm,
Like this was an amazing job for me. But because like the politics behind it, it's very difficult to depend on that to pay your bills forever because it is very volatile, especially when COVID happened. Like
yeah.
everything kind of goes up in the air, so it's a little bit difficult. So
Mm,
my idea was I'm going to create the consistent income from trading, so I
mm,
don't need to coach, but I want to. Do you know what I mean? So then I can reinvest the profits that I make from trading to get new equipment, new infrastructure, and all that stuff, and kind of use trading to build something
mm,
that I want to build, and not necessarily like I don't necessarily want to be a full-time trader who's just sitting on his laptop all day, every day. But
mm.
even though I had to do that to learn how to do it, that was kind of it. But hopefully, man, honestly, like I just all I needed was the lessons and the little tips that I gave you today. That doesn't
Mm.
necessarily mean that it's going to, I don't know, this is kind of a concept that I understand now that you, I can tell you something and tell you that this is the way that it is, but you will not truly understand it until you see it for yourself.
Yeah, I should test it myself and
Yes, exactly. So
uh,
yeah, honestly, man, do not believe a word I say. Work it out for yourself, and then work it, and then you can figure out if like what I'm saying has any validity and you can trust it. I hope you can trust me, obviously, because I've just spent a bloody hour with you or whatever. But
yeah,
you
of
know,
course. Yeah. And the things that you were saying is like it makes sense, but it's a bit hard to adapt to that idea
yeah,
all of
for
a
sure.
sudden.
And I've never been in that situation where like no, nobody told me that. Nobody told me that it did this. I
Mm.
had to read it in a book, and then I just kind of I can actually send you that little book if you want.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll send
please.
you. It's not a book. It's honestly just like somebody writing out all their stuff about trading. And if I can go and find that, I'll send it to you and you can read it.